Here in the Bronx, we care about education and we care about students. And the reason why we can say that is because we can point to the work of the Bronx Institute, an organization devoted to motivating students and their parents to pursue every educational opportunity that is available to them. It's about making sure that students stay in school and enter college, about making sure that they know about the scholarships and loans that are available to them, but it's also about motivating them to pursue a real interest in education. Here to tell us more about the Bronx Institute, we have its executive director, Dr. Herminio Martinez, and two students from the Bronx Institute, Ana Monge and Jorge Martinez. It's a pleasure having you on the program. Welcome. Dr. Martinez, you are the person behind the Bronx Institute. Tell us, first of all, what is, most people don't know just by the name, what is the Bronx Institute?
Well, the Bronx Institute is housed here at Lehman College, and it represents Lehman's commitment to the community of the Bronx. Our goal is to make education for students in the Bronx excellent, so that every student in the Bronx has the opportunity to pursue the career of their choice and reach their highest potential.
And how do you go about doing that? You have programs that are basically in coordination with different high schools throughout the Bronx. What is it that the Bronx Institute does in terms of reaching out to the schools?
Exactly. We work with the schools. We support what the schools are doing. We provide those things that the schools may not be able to provide. For example, SAT preparation, college guidance, making students aware of opportunities that are available to them throughout the city or outside of the city, and facilitating for families and for students, making them aware of all the opportunities that are there to support a college education. Very often we find that parents may say, you know, I would like my son to go on to college or my daughter to go on to college, but you know, we're poor. We don't have the resources. And part of what we do is have orientation sessions for families and for students to show them there is a way. There are opportunities there. You just have to know where they are and know how to go about obtaining those.
But Dr. Martinez, you would think that the school system should already have this program, this support program that you're describing. It doesn't, does it?
No.
That's why you're needed.
Exactly, exactly. That's our function. We try to, on the one hand, enhance education and also make learning fun. We believe that every student needs to have something that they really look forward to doing. And that's why we provide a wide array of opportunities for students to become involved. We provide the academic support, and then we open a new world to them. For example, we've had students that have gone to China, to England, to South America, to spend time, to learn about a new culture. And that becomes a transforming experience for them. We have students that have gone, and I think that these two students are representative of that effort, to other colleges outside of the city. And they've gone through the experience of being with other students, learning about possibilities that they never knew existed.
All right, well, let's find out from them. Ana, tell us about your experience with the Bronx Institute. Where were you when you found out about the Institute, and how did it help you?
Well, basically, I went into MS 180, which was one of the schools that was working with the Gear Up program as an 8th grader. And through that, I became involved with Kevin Anthony, and I figured out that they had a summer program. So you know what? I said to myself, let me do something over this summer. Tried it out, and I absolutely fell in love with it.
And what did you do that summer?
What did I do that summer? Basically just some reading comprehension courses, math courses, and a couple of fun courses that we had. So it's a good mix of academics and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really enjoyed about it, and really stuck with it for the past 5, going on 6 years right now.
Okay, so once you took the summer courses with the sponsorship of the Institute, did they follow up with you? Did
yes,
they keep in touch? What did they do for you afterwards?
Well, basically throughout high school, the things that they did were create programs for the rest of the high school students to come back to. And these programs included the SAT prep, we had college trips, we had different workshops with them, different workshops with our families. And that's how we came back together, and that's how we still stay connected with Gear Up. And plus, we had amazing mentors like Dr. Martinez, like Kevin Anthony, like Elsie Padilla, which really helped us out and really kept us together as not only an institution to help us out academically, but also to be our families. And that's what Gear Up has become for me.
Jorge, tell me about your experience. Where were you when you found out about the program, and how did it help you?
When I first found out about the program, it was my 8th grade graduation at IS 125, and the Gear Up coordinator at the time, Jose Hernandez, walked up to my mother and goes, "Hey, you want to put him in summer classes?" And at that moment, I kind of wanted to jump on his back because it meant summer school.
Yeah.
It meant summer school, and that's when I met, actually that's the year I met Anna, that's the year I met Dr. Martinez, Kevin, and everybody. And we would have classes in the morning. It was at Fordham University, so my friends and I all said, "Hey, we have nothing better to do this summer," so we all joined, and I kept coming back.
Dr. Martinez, they keep making references to something called Gear Up. What is Gear Up?
That's one of the programs of the Institute, which is funded by the Department of Education, and it provides services right now to 3,400 youngsters in the Bronx. It's the second time that we awarded that grant for a period of 6 years. And they were part of the first group that went through the process.
Exactly.
And so when you go through all these different programs, basically I think the next thing you need to do is describe all of these programs that you have, because Gear Up is just one of them.
Exactly.
What else do you do?
Well, in addition to that, we have a professional development program. We work with teachers. It's just not trying to provide additional experience for the students, it's also helping teachers teach in a new and different way. We also have tried to do away with the digital divide, and we have provided this year over 1,000 laptops to Bronx students so that they can do their work.
High school, middle school?
Middle school.
Okay.
Because they need it. We're in a new age.
I have some students who are ready to sign up.
That's right.
It's in middle school.
We'll have them sign up. And then as part of that, we're also working with the teachers. They're taking courses here at Lehman so that they can integrate technology into their teaching. So we're basically trying to move the students, the teachers, the school into the 21st century.
But there's one other ingredient that I know you deal with, parents.
Absolutely.
Tell me about that. What do you do with parents?
Well, several things. First of all, every activity that takes place, from receiving the computer, the parent has to be there, the parent has to sign. Every time that we have, all throughout the year, we have orientation sessions. An example, the transition from middle school to high school. Parents are very often confused. There are so many small schools in the city. How do I choose a school? What are the selective schools? How do they get in? What does my child have to do? And we invite parents. Sometimes we get 200, 300 parents at a time that come in. We also conduct financial literacy workshops for them, so that to teach them how they can finance down the road a college education. So it's a process, and they begin to see in 7th grade, in 8th grade, in 9th grade, because by 11th grade, is done.
So it's not about educating the students about what's up ahead in terms of college education, scholarships, and all that. It's also about educating the parents.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's making sure that the parents are aware that the money is available.
Absolutely.
One time you and I were having a discussion, and you were telling me that there's some parents who basically, oh, well, I don't make that much money, I don't think I can send my kid to school. And you were basically, your role is to convince them that they can send their kid to school.
Absolutely. Very often parents have great aspirations for their kids, but low expectations. The aspirations are, oh, I want my son to be a doctor. The expectation is, we're poor, so he or she can't be a doctor. And what we try to do is to say, your aspirations and your expectations can match.
Okay,
your son
Anna,
can be a doctor.